Hello everyone, my name is Karan Masru. Welcome to this video. So a lot of you might be knowing, recently I switched my job from working as an associate mentor at GeeksforGeeks to senior member technical staff at Siemens Noida. So after I made the LinkedIn post and an Instagram reel regarding the same, I have been getting a lot of DMs asking about my interview experience and the hiring process at Siemens. So in this video, I will be sharing two things. First is my work experience, how was my work experience at GeeksforGeeks working as an associate mentor, and second I will be sharing the hiring process and how I got into Siemens Noida, right, as a senior member technical staff. Obviously I will not be able to share the exact questions which were asked in the interview, but I will share the overall interview process and how I got the interview call. Okay, so first of all, let's start with my work experience of working as an associate mentor at GeeksforGeeks. So I joined GeeksforGeeks on 19th of July 2023 as an associate mentor, and there were a lot of tasks for me to do during the last 9-10 months which I worked there. Like I had to make YouTube videos for maybe some promotion or editorials of questions or weekly coding contest or maybe some playlist, etc. Other than that, there were college workshops and seminars to be taken. Other than that, there were doubt sessions, orientation sessions of different courses. Then other than that, sometimes reviewing article or some questions which were going to be asked in weekly coding contest, etc. Other than that, the main task for me was I used to teach DSA and DBMS in different batches. Okay, so I taught DSA for placements in multiple batches, and I also taught DBMS for gate examination. So if I talk about what different experience I got from here, which was I think which has added a lot of value to my life, is before I got into GeeksforGeeks, I already had made a lot of videos on YouTube regarding video editorials of code forces, code chef, lead code questions, etc. So I felt like I will be able to teach smoothly, but what happened was when I made YouTube videos or when I took online classes, because there are online as well as offline batches, like when I took some classes in the online batch on Zoom, I think that went quite smooth, but the first offline class was a bit different. Okay, it was not that smooth because I didn't had the experience of teaching offline. So I think that is a very good experience which I got here. I taught DSA in multiple batches, in offline batches, and I can now say that teaching on YouTube and teaching in offline classes where students are sitting in front of you are two very different, and I mean they are two completely different things. Okay, so that was a very good experience for me. And what things when you teach a subject, what are the advantages you get is first, some of the topics which are hard, which I used to procrastinate, now because I had to teach them in class, I had to learn them. Are you getting my point? So in that way I learned a lot of hard topics, or you can say a bit complex topics, because I had to teach that in the class in the next day. And after I taught them multiple times, then those topics became quite smooth for me. And so that is one advantage when you are teaching a subject, and if you take it with responsibility, you also cover the hard topics. Okay, now you cannot procrastinate. Another thing is, if there are some good students in the class, they will ask cross questions, and they will ask cross questions in such a way that you also didn't thought about that topic. So in that way you also get to know a lot of ideas, a lot of ways to solve that questions, and eventually you become better at that topic. Okay, other than that, the third thing I would say is taking offline class is as I said, is completely different from YouTube. So it might happen that there are some students talking in the class. I also used to talk in class, but that's not a different thing. But when you are teaching, when I'm telling a particular topic, and at that time some of the students are talking, and after I finish that topic and I try to move on to the next topic, the students who are talking will ask me the doubt from the same topic. Okay, that we didn't understood this topic. So sometimes you have to repeat the same topic 2 or 3 times, keeping patience. I think that's also a different experience of teaching offline, which you do not get while teaching on YouTube, right? Because it is like a kind of one-sided communication, right? So these were some of the things which helped me a lot. Like as I said, offline classes has like added a lot of value to me. Other than that, I also took some college workshops and seminars. I think that was also a completely different experience. And yeah, so these were the two main things which I gained from there, and that has helped me a lot, and I have learned a lot from them. Now if I talk about my how I got into Siemens as a senior member technical staff, then so basically I wanted to switch from teaching to the engineering career, and some of my friends knew about it, and the person who gave me the referral, he was with me in my college first year, and I also met him very accidentally. I would like to share that story as well. So basically I was also going home from Geeks for Geeks. He was going home from Siemens, and we met in between in a rickshaw. And I am like, "Oh, you are here." And then we had a small talk. And at that time, I told him that I am looking to switch from teaching to engineering career. So if there are any openings, please let me know. So after some times, he told me that there is an opening if you would like to apply, and I forwarded my resume, and then he passed it on and applied through the referral. And after some time, I got a call for the interview. Now if I talk about the interview, then ideally there were 6 interviews. So the first interview was the online interview, in which was around 1.5 to 2 hours, and after I cleared that interview, in the next week I had on-site interviews, okay, offline interviews in their office. And since I was in Noida only, so I was able to go to the office and give the interviews. If I talk about the offline interviews, my first interview started at 12 and went on till around 1:15 or 1:30. After that, the manager who took my interview took me for lunch, and after lunch I had 3 more interviews. So on the same day I had 4 consecutive interviews, okay. And after some days, probably in the next week, I had my HR round, and after the HR round, within 2 days I got the offer. Now if I talk about the interviews, then the technical part, the 1 online and 4 offline interviews, as I said, I would not be able to share the exact questions because of confidential reasons. I'm not sure if I can share that or not. So I can say that they were focused on C, C++, object oriented programming, pointers, memory, data structures, algorithms, very important, and some puzzles, okay. So this was the focus area, and for me I was able to answer almost all the questions with respect to puzzles or data structures, algorithms, pointers, etc. For memory questions which were based on memory, memory in the computer, I got a bit stuck over there, but other than that I was able to answer the questions. So this was my overall process. There were 6 interviews, 5 technical, out of which 1 was offline, 4 were on-site interviews, and 1 was the HR interview. And I think the overall process was quite quick, and after the HR round, as I told you, I got the offer within 2 days, okay. So yeah, this was about the hiring process of mine at Siemens as a senior member technical staff, and my work experience at Geeks for Geeks as an associate mentor. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will help you in some